Okay. Oh, what did you guys think anyway? Like, final thoughts.
I think we all know what I think. It's very underwhelming. That's it. I don't hate it. I wanted more for it. There were a lot of things I didn't like about it. Honestly, I was dragging my feet reading it week to week.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got to binge, and also the fact that you had so many break weeks.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, oh my god,
this took so long.
I had no problem waiting for the next chapter.
Oh my god, son. Maybe that's why I feel like I have more time because, like, I was like, this is still going. I thought there was more chapters, but I was like, bro was on break after every chapter.
I mean, he was so sick. Yeah. He's been sick, so it sucks. I mean, I have no problem waiting. Like, if this would have been like, okay, we have a break for a few months, like whatever, and you know, he should like take a year. I don't care, but everyone will be there when you come back.
Yeah.
But the fact that you know it just kept going repeatedly, it was just that sucked. But honestly, My Hero, I think, was the first manga that I've read.
We got to give you space. This is your baby. This is your message. This is Kimmy's personal message to Horikoshi of My Hero, saying goodbye. The floor is yours.
Well, honestly, My Hero, I think, was the first like anime that I really like locked onto. Like this became what is the term? My hyperfixation.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't had a hyperfixation like this in a long time. So this like lasted years. I've literally made like a lot of my closest friends I've made from like bonding over My Hero. Like I've literally from cosplays. When I used to work at Box Lunch, I made so many friends like meeting people and talking about My Hero and all that stuff. Like literally, I can name right now 5 like of my really, really close friends I've met from My Hero. So, you know, it has a special place in my heart. I love these characters. I'm going to continue loving these characters. And for those of you who want more, there's still more to come. We have 4 movies, which I know all you bitches have not watched all 4 movies, especially since the 4th one's coming out soon. There's also 4 side series, the team up missions, Smash if you want to be silly, and Vigilantes, which I highly recommend. So, have you guys read Vigilantes at all?
I'm probably never gonna read it.
I never liked My Hero enough to get into.
I don't really read side stories.
I feel like you would like because it's a prequel. You know. This is essentially what Horikoshi.
But like, it's not written by him, right?
No, it is from one of his people.
Yes,
but
so I never ever read like side, like when I say side stuff, like I didn't read this Attack on Titan one. Like in my head, I don't care enough about the world usually for things. Even for One Piece, I don't do it.
Oh, well.
I
own the books. But I'm never going to read them. I own the Ace light novels. I just watched a YouTube video about it.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'll just watch a YouTube video. That's just me though.
Personally, I usually don't. But like, I was like, you know what? Let me just read it for shits and giggles, and it was a lot better than I expected. For those of you guys who don't know, Vigilantes it's a prequel for My Hero. So we see a lot of backstories on like the teachers, All Might, and that kind of stuff, which really, brings in like the characters that we already know with new characters. And they essentially said that this story is what would have happened to Deku if he never got his powers. So it's cool to see from that perspective. Also, the main guy who's like his teacher, they say like if All Might is basically the Superman of this universe,
so it's a what if?
No, it happened already. But like
you said, if Deku didn't get his powers.
Yeah, but this is like that we know. It's a separate character, but it's like this is what he would have done with Deku.
I thought it was like a timeline or something like that.
No, it's not Deku. But his teacher is essentially the Batman of this universe. So I don't know. It's good. Yeah. I highly recommend. I think they're announcing a surprise project coming up in 2025 or 6. I have a feeling it's Vigilantes. I don't know. I also said it might be a game. Well, they've had 2 games so far. I don't know what you guys think the surprise is going to be.
I think what's interesting for you hearing about it, because based on what we've discovered so far in regards to like your watch history for a lot of stuff, like you haven't watched, you're just starting getting into shonen for the most part, it seems like. Nothing
really, I don't know, like...
It's not, I'm just making an assessment. I'm saying like My Hero really is the first long-running series that is continuously going on that you probably follow.
Yeah.
You didn't get to, because you didn't get Naruto, you missed that wave. One Piece, you missed that wave. Dragon Ball, you missed that wave. You missed it for the big 3. Sailor Moon was over by time. So this is the first series you got to follow along with
Yeah,
for the most, or for a long period of time.
I would say
And I can
that.
see the connection for it for you, even though we don't feel the same way for it because we've had this experience already. And that's why we love these longer series so much, because we had so much time and we had these same experiences that you have for My Hero. We don't have for My Hero, but we got to experience that earlier. So that's why we feel the way we do and other people do about One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto, because like we're talking 700 chapters. We're talking about weeks and years. You got to be friends with the community because and the fact that One Piece is still going on, we still like our meeting. We all still get to experience this for the long haul. And I guess I want to say that to kind of recontextualize your thought about things running long, it not being such a bad thing, because you love My Hero.
Yeah.
And if the story was still staying good, you'd be okay if it was long.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm realizing it like, oh yeah, this is like your first really long running shonen.
I mean, I watched Sailor Moon back in the day and I rewatched.
Yeah, but it was over. I'm saying like it was over already. This you had to wait. You had to follow.
True.
This you had no choice.
Yeah.
But to wait 10 years.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like we had no choice but to wait for Naruto and Bleach and to wait for One Piece to be over.
Yeah.
You don't get to just like binge and be like, okay, I watched it. I'll wait for next season. So that's all it is.
Yeah, that and Haikyuu really were my first reading the mangas kind of thing and keeping up with it. So.
Right.